Good morning, my dear girls. I hope you are safe. I will continue with the science and technology lesson. Uh, in the previous video, we studied about the missile developments, that is Prithvi, how we build up our own missiles and warn the countries of the world that we are no less than any other country. So here we build up Prithvi, Agni, Akash and Nag missiles. So we also gave them a warning. At the same time, we were also ready for any kind of war. We also built up the missiles which could carry heavy nuclear weapons and also could travel a distance into 150 to 720 kilometers. Okay, 720 or 700 kilometers. We also made a study of space research centers. We launched rockets like Rohini 75, which was built in India, made in India, and at the same time we were also built satellite like Aryabhata with the help of Soviet Union. Then ISRO played a very important role for the development in the space research. The headquarter which was set up at Bengaluru, and activated the space station at Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. Then we launched Bhaskar 1 for the study of water bodies, mineral deposit, weather forecasting. We also studied about Apple, InSat, technological progress. You can see technological progress, what we have studied about the different locomotive works, that is engines, train engines. In this we have studied about we built up different engines, that is steam engine, electric engines and engines running on diesel, which was manufactured in India. So the first diesel engine was manufactured at Varanasi. So with the help of that, we also started exporting the different railway engines to Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Tanzania and Vietnam. Now let us come to the next part, is telex services. Now earlier it took time to connect people. Okay, it took time because the only way was to connect through letters. To contact people as soon as possible, there were telex services. Now let us see what is telex services. The Department of Telecommunication under the Ministry of Telecommunication started the telex services in the year 1963 to transmit typed messages from one part of the country to another rapidly. In order so that the messages move faster, we started with telex services. So the telex services, which was started in the year 1969, telex services started in Devanagari script in Delhi. That is, it's a script. Devanagari is a type of script. This service began to be used in different fields. With the rise of internet afterwards, 1990, the significance of the service is reduced. You can see the result. You are using phone. You can contact people or send emails within no time. With the help of internet and phone, the telex services, the importance was gone. So earlier, when we were using letters, telex services played a very important role to pass messages from one country to another. As the time passed, the importance of this reduced with the help of because of the technology like mobile phones and internet. The telex services had gone down. The next is satellite communication center. In order to establish satellite communication with the help of the artificial satellite, a domestic satellite communication earth station was established in the year 1967 at Jodhpur, Tikra near Ahmedabad. This made it easy to train scientists and technicians in setting up and running an earth station within the country. So to establish to get in help with the artificial satellites like Apple, InSat, the artificial satellites. Now to get in contact and to also communicate with those satellites, and also to train scientists and technicians in setting up and running the earth station, the center was set up. In the year 1970, a center was established at Arvi in near Pune, equipped for international communication services. So this was also set up. International communication services were also set up to understand and study the artificial satellite communication center was set up. Okay, let us study the next one, the pin code. The pin code. Now what is pin code? Pin code is nothing but the postal index code. From 15th August 1972, the Post and Telegraph Department started the 6-digit pin code system in the country. Pin code is the postal index code, where every place to make work very efficient and faster and according to the region, the sub-region, the pin code services had started. And this was started by the postal department, that is the post office. This was intended to bring efficiency in distributing the mail, the letters, to make the distribute the letters faster. Pin code services were started. In this system, the country was divided into 9 regions. The first digit of the pin code indicates the region, the second digit indicates the sub-region, and the third digit shows the main disbursement district, while the remaining 3 shows the location of the local post office. For Maharashtra, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44 are the first 2 digits. In 1986, the first speed post services were also started to send postal rapidly. So this pin code is set up how, see, the first post office in Mumbai, Maharashtra, you can say, at CST, okay, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, you know that, right? Station closer to Baikala. So this is there is a post office over there known as GPO. That post office is numbered as 400001. Okay, by the time it reaches Baikala, it comes to 27, 27. Okay, so like that, 4000 and your number. Okay, so the GPO which starts Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus is starting with 1, and by the time it reaches different post office, the number changes. So that is why for Maharashtra it is 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, the first 2 digits. Okay, and later on the speed post of services were also started in order to reach the letter faster. So speed post, that is called as speed post. So they started even sending their mails through the airlines so that it reaches faster. The charges were a little higher, but that is still fine. The charges are a little higher, so it reaches within 42 hours or 72 hours. It was like that. So nowadays it reaches 1-2 days also. So now we talk about international subscriber dialing telephone services, that is ISD. Earlier we had a local PCO. Okay, people, we see in some shops we had local PCOC to connect within the state. Okay, ISD is when you want to connect it to anybody international. Okay, so this services was started in the year 1972. Overseas Communication Services was established in Mumbai for the management of international telecommunication services. In 1976, the international subscriber dialing telephone services was started to connect Mumbai and London directly on phone. So you see the progress starts from there. Earlier there was a PCO to collect within the state, then STD for when you want to connect local people in the state. Okay, so that is called as PCO. Then it was, if you want to connect the different states from Maharashtra, you want to connect someone at Kerala, then you have to use STD. And then ISD was for the international calls. If you want to connect outside the country someone, then you have to call on the ISD number. So the first call which was made was from Mumbai to London directly on the phone. Alongside the telephone services like telex, teleprint and radio images were also started. In the year 1986, Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited (VSNL) took a big leap in this field. Before that, Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited, that is MTNL, was a public sector company for giving telephone services in big cities. So MTNL was a big public sector which gives, you have that the phone in the houses. So this was all MTNL services, which was a government sector, which was given to everybody. So in the year 1990, Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited held the distinction of being the main internet service provider in India. So we started the internet services in the year 1990. The contribution of Sam Pitroda in the field of this is significant. So first we had BSNL, that is Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited, and then it was the MTNL, public sector services. Then BSNL also started with the internet service provider, but the great contribution was by Sam Pitroda in the field is significant, and that is why his name is mentioned in a book too. Okay, now let us go to the next one, that is mobile. Oh, mobile, what are you using right now is a mobile. Okay, see how it got connected. Good, we are in the year 2020, because then otherwise it would be very difficult for you and me to connect through anything. But let us know the background of mobile. On 22nd of August 1994, the mobile phone services started in India. At this time, a mobile handset cost rupees 45,000 and calling was 17 rupees per minute. By 1990, many private companies came in this field. This made the services cheaper. You understand? Earlier 17 rupees per call per minute. So even if you call 1 minute 1 second, then they would be double the price. They would double the price. So it was like that, and the mobile handset cost around 45,000. As we came into competition, now you see you get mobile phones as 5-6 thousands also, and 10,000 also you get nice phone, 15,000 also you get, and then you get phone for 1 lakh, and no, more than 1 lakh also you have in 40-45 ranges. All different ranges people buy mobile phones according to their budgets. And you have services like Jio, you talk about Vodafone, Airtel, which is made, the competition is so much that now all the companies have a fixed rate. And between, Jio had a unlimited calls and free, you had to just pay some amount and then you got a free. So because of this competition in the companies, the call rates had gone down, and now they have a standard amount for all the companies, so that the companies do not go into loss. The next is BSNL. In the year 2000, the telecommunication department was restructured. The responsibility to make policy decision was retained in the telecom department, and Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited was established to actually provide the services to the consumers. Later on, this telephone services, cellular phones, internet, broadband services were also made available. Now you see, we are using internet. I am also using internet right now to provide you, and then we have telephone services to call or connect any parent, to give a message to the parents. I also call my PTA member, then call some students for some information. See how we are getting connected. This world has come closer because of the services. Okay, and then broadband services also was started, and which was made also available for people. Then Oil and Natural Gas Commission, that is ONGC. In the year 1956, the Oil and Natural Gas Commission was established to search for the deposit of mineral oil and natural oil. Mineral oil like petrol, diesels are very important. At the same time, natural gas is also important, and to increase the production. So this commission ONGC was set up to establish to search the deposits, at the same time to increase the production of this. Now, after Digboi in Assam, mineral oil deposits were found in Ankleshwar area in Gujarat. Later, mineral oils or natural gas deposits were found in the Gulf of Kambat in Gujarat too. So, different places we found oil deposits through the help of satellite. I told in the previous. So, we had different satellites to study where and where is that, you have Bhaskar, you have Apple, you have different satellites where we have to study the different layers of earth, at the same time the deposits, the mineral deposits, where is the deposit and how much is it going to be sufficient or no, or how is it going to run out of we are going to run out of minerals in some years. That is all. That is why we have to also find new deposits for our country. So in the year 1974, the Oil and the Natural Gas Commission started digging an oil well in Bombay High area with the help of Russian scientists by a drill ship called as Sagar Samrat. So we had to dig some places for the natural gases and oil. In 1975, mineral oils and natural gas began to be extracted from there. Later, more than 8,500 oil wells and 33 natural gases well ducts eventually in this area began to contribute. Now, how many? We found 8,500 oil wells and 33 natural gases, which actually contributed 38% of the total mineral oil production. And we met 14% of the country's demand by the crude oil. So we used to always depend on the other countries for the crude oil and natural gases. So while digging, we found 8,500 oil wells and 33 natural gas wells, and which contribute 38% of the total mineral oil production in the country and met 14% of the country's demand for crude oil. So ONGC had done a wonderful job of searching and also meeting the demands of the country. So now we'll do the last part, that is the railway and technology. The technology adopted by railway has a big role in the history of modern India. In order to bring efficiency, accuracy, and coordination in the reservation system in rail travels, computerized reservation system was started for the first time in Delhi in the year 1984. In the same year, the metro was started in Kolkata. So we saw you see reservation which was started earlier. So in the year 1984, online reservation computerized reservation was started. So how have they brought efficiency and accuracy and coordinating for us? See, if I'm living in Mumbai, I will not go to Delhi and remove ticket, right? I'm removing it from here itself for my safety purpose, so that I go and I come back again on time. I don't have to wait in the long queue. So this was all computerized. Reservation was done, computerization was done. Even now, you see, in this way, India has been making progress in the field of science and technology. Uh, in the field of science and technology. So if you see now, even for local tickets, I have UTS app, UTS, so that I book the ticket from my house itself. I don't have to go to the station and wait for the ticket and wait in a long queue. I already have an app in my phone. Now every individual has an app, every individual, so no need, and we are going digital, so no need of wasting paper. At the same time, we have a ticket in our hand, so anyone, you travel safe. At the same time, you don't have to worry about a ticket. See, you do not lose your phone, right? You keep your phone properly. So now you can remove your ticket and go online. You have a digital ticket in your phone. So it has become, so how are we progressing? So you talk, new inventions have been made. India is an important 21st century nation which has always used technology for establishing peace in the world. India is making all this advancement in order to be foremost among nations in the 21st century. So girls, in the next chapter we shall learn about the progress India has made in the field of commerce and trade. Till then, kindly read your textbook and be safe. Keep studying.